Hello there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then let me introduce myself. I am Radhika and you can find me on all these social media platforms. So please consider liking, following and subscribing. So in this video, I'll show you how you can achieve this look, and also I'll be sharing few self-care and motivational tips. For some time, I've been following a lot of these self-care, self-improvement and healthy thinking sort of articles, podcasts, YouTube videos and whatnot. But ever since I came across this one podcast, this one in particular has really caught my attention and I have been following it every day. So what I've been doing for some time now is that as soon as I get up, this is the first thing that I listen to. So basically every day there is a new topic that they touch upon, and I have been finding this really helpful. So if you want to know about few major takeaways that I have collected from this podcast and also a breakdown of this makeup look, then keep on watching.
Okay, so let's begin with the makeup. Now I won't be talking about all the products that I'm using in this video, but I'll be linking each one of them in the description box below. So if you are interested in any one of those, you can just follow the link and check it out for yourself. Now coming on to today's topic, I am sure a lot of you will agree with me that we are living in a time that is quite intimidating for a lot of us, and it can really take a toll on your mental health, and even more for people like me who were in their transition phase. So like personally, I just got out of college and now I was going to start my career. There may be people who just got done with their school and now they were all set to get into a college, and even people who were on the other side of the spectrum, people who got done with their whole work life and were now all set to retire. So in general, this year 2020 has been a really hard one on most of us, if not all. And that is what kind of like pushed me into this area of self-help and reading about mental health and how to improve it and all those aspects. So I will quickly take you guys through few of the points that were talked about in this podcast, and I'm sure they will be of some help to you. So there was this point mentioned that self-care comes first. So one example that was shared on one particular day was how a piece of iron cannot be destroyed until its own rust decides to do so. So they kind of like compared it to how a person's mindset is what makes or destroys that person. So if you are going to feed in negative thoughts into it, that is what the outcome is going to look like. Now this example very much goes hand in hand with another example that was shared by Mr. Freddie Free. So his story went like that. He attended a seminar wherein the host came up on the stage with a cup of dirty water. So the whole cup was filled with dirty water in it. Then he slowly started pouring clear water in that cup. So there came a point where all the dirty water was gone and the glass was filled with only clean and clear water. So basically he used this example to explain that our mind is what we feed it with. So if we are going to feed it with a lot of positive thoughts, our surroundings will come across that only. Now this also brings us to the second point of meditation or mindfulness. Now meditation is something that has been prevalent in India for ages, whereas it is now getting a lot of attention in the Western world by the name of mindfulness. Now sometimes people may be mistaken that meditation or mindfulness is something very hard to achieve and something very far-fetched, whereas it is actually not. Meditation is all about sitting down and focusing on now. So what you have to do is you don't have to worry about the future and you need to stop dwelling on your past. Now I'm sure this is something that a lot of us, myself included, are guilty of dwelling on the past and cribbing about it when there is nothing actually that you can do about it, and we use it as an excuse to sort of like escape from our present. Now here we need to understand that people end up making mistakes. That is human nature, you cannot change it. And bad things happen to everyone. Adversity does not discriminate. So bad things may happen to you, bad things may have happened to you, but bad things may have also happened with the person beside you. But the thing that makes or breaks a person, that defines a person, is what you do after all that has happened with you. So you are not defined by the bad event that happened to you. You are not defined by the bad decision that you took, but what you did after that, that is what you will be defined by. So they also talked about how resilient people get it, that yes, bad things happen and that suffering is a part of every human being, and that we are the ones who have to decide whether we want to sink with it or we want to swim with it. So basically we have to accept things that we cannot change, but we need to understand that we still have time. We have time to work on a present and to work on a future. Now there was another discussion of how your present, your reality is an outcome of your past decisions, and how you can take this as an example and work on your present as of now so that your future can be the reality that you want to live in. So for example, if you want to have a fitter body, so what you're gonna do about it? You're gonna work on it. You're gonna have a set workout. You're gonna have to work on your diet, because your body is a reflection of your diet and workout. So similarly, your current financial status is a result of your past decisions of where you wanted to put your money in. So if you want to change that, as of now you need to decide and understand where putting in your money will be most beneficial for you and how it will impact your future financial status. So basically your financial status in the future will depend on the choices that you will be making today. And while we are making all these choices, we also need to remind ourselves again and again that excellence is not about being the best, but excellence is about doing your best. So we need to remember that there is always going to be somebody who is better than you at the job that you're doing. So don't let this disencourage you, don't let this demotivate you. Rather use this as a motivation that you know that there is another step that you can take. You know that there is a level higher than you, and try to achieve it rather than being sad about it and cribbing about it. And while on the journey of self-improvement, always remember to look back at all the work and efforts that you have put in. Take it as an example, rise up from it and inspire yourself. Only you can help yourself and nobody else.
So that is all that I had for you guys for this video. If there is any other makeup look that you guys want me to create, then please reach out to me. You can comment down below, or you can also DM me on my Instagram. And please consider subscribing if you would want to see more of this face. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, be happy, take care of yourself. I will see you soon. Bye.